Hello, welcome to Dungeon Girls Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today we're reviewing another Iron Man title. This time we're reviewing Ultimate Hulk vs. Iron Man, Ultimate Human, which was written by Warren Ellis and art by Cary Nord, who apparently... Sorry. Who apparently left Marvel and came back to do this book, which I never heard of Cary Nord, but I guess it was a big deal. I don't know, man. Ralph Macchio from Karate Kid fame edited this book. Sorry. Which I only have like two other books that he edited. Which was one was like a 4 reprint, 4 versus Seth the Serpent, and he edited Marvel's Zombies. So this book is another Versus book. This is like the 4th book in my Ultimates collection, which I have the first volume Ultimates, Ultimates Hawkeye. I also have Ultimate Wolverine versus Hulk, or Hulk versus Wolverine. I can't remember which. And I bought this, and was a lot better than I thought it would be. Because usually when I pick up Iron Man titles, it can be a toss-up sometimes. I think I reviewed like 3 I reviewed like 3 Iron Man titles and only one was like good. One sucked and the other one was like tie into a movie, so it was like whatever. This book is about and for people who don't know, in the Ultimate Universe, Hulk is kind of a villain. I don't even think he got his own book in the Ultimate Universe. But like, Ultimate Hulk killed a lot of people in Manhattan the first time he was he ever transformed, because he was trying to kill Freddie Prinze Jr. for going on a date with Betty, which kind of sucked that Freddie Prinze Jr. wasn't in any of the Marvel movies. I can't believe Freddie Prinze Jr. It's like Mark Millar, I guess, like didn't have the foresight to see, hey, Freddie Prinze Jr. wouldn't have been a big deal in a decade or two after that book came out. Fuck, man, he wasn't even a big deal like 5 years after the book came out. He started voice acting in like video games and like anime. that's where Freddie Prinze Jr.'s career is at. So yeah, what the book is about is basically Iron Man integrated this new technology into his body where he can control. He has like a fleet of nanomachines in his bloodstream that helps him control the Iron Man suit. And after he did that, Bruce Banner decides to meet him and ask him, hey, can you use your nanomachine technology to control the Hulk so I don't turn into the Hulk anymore? And it takes like 2 seconds for Tony Stark to decide to say fuck it and take Banner into like a lab in the desert to complete tests and to run the nanomachine, like, you know, nanomachines, put the nanomachines in his blood, which that was very cool scene. And like they had to like put him in this like impregnable like glass room, which could simulate different atmospheres and different planets, because the Iron Man suit was going to be designed to take people into space, kind of like in that Fatal Frontier book we reviewed, right? So like he has to have the Hulk, Bruce Banner, turn into the Hulk once, so he could can take scans and figure out how the nanomachines would shut off Banner's transformation, right? So they have the Hulk transform, right? And he breaks out of the impregnable, like, planet tank, which is what Banner called it. And you had like these guys in kind of like quasi Iron Man exosuits, shoot like antidote bullets into the Hulk, and it doesn't work because his body. They figured out that his body can adapt to anything, even different atmospheres. So if they were ever to throw the Hulk into space, he would find a way to survive and probably come back to just smash the planet. So like Iron Man uh, has Happy launch a beta suit of the Iron Man, and you finally see Iron Man fight the Hulk in this one-on-one and actually win. Where in previous fights with Iron Man and the Hulk, like Hulk would just like destroy Iron Man's suit in like one or two hits, right? And like Iron Man actually beats the Hulk in this book, and they're able to put the nanomachines inside him, right? But what ends up happening is there's a third party out there who knows about this experiments and plans to kidnap Tony Stark and Banner, so he can use both Banner's blood for the serum and Iron Man's blood for his nanomachine, so he can create the ultimate human, which that person it turns out to be the leader, who has a deformed head, but has to have a special brace because he can't support his own neck because of how huge his head is. And he's in a wheelchair. So it kind of reminds me of the dude, one of the mutants from The Hills of Eyes. Have you ever seen those movies? Which I've only seen the remake. I tried to watch the original, and it was like, it was after 20 minutes. I was like, yeah, this sucks. I'd rather just watch the Alexander Aja version. So sorry for you Wes Craven fans. But yeah, and the leader's backstory in this this book, and is that he was part of the British intelligence, and he was in charge of this British super soldier program called the British Enhancile program, where he's trying to create, he wants to create super soldiers for Britain, right? And that would be British first, whereas the government and like other spies in his own company or group, want to help the European Union have their own have their own super soldier program that would protect Europe, right? And they name drop Captain Britain in this book, whose costume is kind of shitty compared to like the normal comics. Even the original Captain Britain costume looks better than the Ultimates one in this book. Which he's never in the book. He just has a cameo, and the leader, besides for being super smart, has a psychic powers kinda, where he can kill people with his thoughts and control them, right? So like I thought it was cool that they introduced like a third player in this book, so it's not just Iron Man and like Hulk fighting, which the fights in superhero comics nowadays tend to be really short, which I don't mind that. And by the way, this is only a 4-issue series, and it's a 4-issue book, and it costs $16 US, $16.75 Canadian. I got this for $10 at my comic book store that I go to. So I would say the story was great. The art was a little hit or miss to me. I thought the way they draw the Hulk in this book was pretty cool, actually. And Iron Man and Tony Stark Iron Man looks great, but like The art is a little ugly in my opinion. When it's just normal people and the leader, but when you see Iron Man and Hulk, it looks great. Other than that, I don't know. The action, what little action there was, I thought was really cool. They made the Hulk dumb in this book as well, which the Hulk most Ultimate books, um, Hulk is dumb. The only one where Hulk was kind of smart was in the Ultimate Hulk versus Wolverine, which I guess they did not make that canon because in that book they changed it so actually Hulk is actually as smart as Banner when he's calm. It's when he's pissed off that he has the IQ of a shoe or old boots, as they like to reference. Which there's some really cool. I really like some of the British slang in the book, in this book as well. The British dialogue was pretty cool. Which Warren Ellis is British, so that you know. And also Iron Man in this book if you read other Warren Ellis books, this he doesn't write this Iron Man like the other Iron Man books that he's written. It pretty much feels exactly like the Mark Millar's Ultimate Iron Man, which you know, which is not nice to see. They're keeping the continuity, and which I like. I like the Mark Millar's version of Tony Stark because you know the as much as I respect straight edge and stuff, it gets kind of annoying. Like characters like who constantly rag on people for drinking and shit. It's like, oh, okay, relax, buddy. Which Tony Stark is totally 100% alcoholic in this book, by the way. He's like at one point he's like, it's been 15 minutes since I had a drink. Someone get on that. Someone bring me a martini. So I really enjoyed this book. It's a little light on content. Like the book ends almost like an old Hammers film, where like once it ends just like a Hammer or / Shaw Brothers film, where once the conflict is resolved, you just get the end credit. Like the book ends with Hulk, Tony Stark and Hulk defeating the leader, and like Hulk just like jumping off into the distance with Tony Stark left to clean up the mess, which I thought that was great. And by the way, I don't want to spoil the book, but just pick up and read it. It's a good book. I would say it's a 7.5 out of 10. I would have given it a higher rating, but I wasn't a fan of the art at times, and it is really short. Okay, guys, that's it for today's review. I was going to review the New Titans games, but I'm kind of in the mood for Marvel. I've been watching a lot of comic book geezers, and a lot of their content is Marvel, and it put me in the Marvel mood. So my next review, I decided, fuck it, I'm going to finally read this book, and that's Marvel's Earth X by Alex Cross and Jim Krueger, the team that brought you Project Superpowers, and I think they also worked on Marvels, or was that Alex Ross and Kurt Busiek? I can't remember, but yeah, like this team up, these two guys did Project Superpowers, and I really enjoyed Project Superpowers, and when I run out of like non-DC and Marvel books to review, I'm gonna start reviewing Project Superpower books from my shelf. All right, guys, peace.